Steam sales are here, and your cart is about to get a whole lot bigger. Today, I'll tell you about massive price drops on some of the best games out there. Whether you're into heart-pounding action, deep RPGs, or indie masterpieces, there's something for everyone. Let's jump right in and explore the top Steam deals this season has to offer. Control is a psychological thriller set in the mysterious Federal Bureau of Control, located in the shifting, brutalist oldest house in New York. You play as Jessie Faden, a woman seeking answers about her missing brother while uncovering the dark secrets of the Bureau. When the building is overrun by the corrupting force of the Hiss, Jessie gains telekinetic powers through objects of power, which allows her to manipulate her surroundings in combat and exploration. The non-linear narrative invites deep exploration of the ever-changing environment, revealing hidden lore, new abilities, and twisted mysteries. As you uncover the Bureau's secrets, you'll encounter complex characters and confront the blurred lines between reality and the supernatural, all while questioning the nature of power and control. In Murdered Soul Suspect, you step into the role of Ronan O'Connor, a detective with a troubled past who is suddenly thrown into the afterlife after being murdered during an encounter with a serial killer known as the Bell Killer. Stuck in a ghostly limbo, Ronan must solve the mystery of his own death before he can move on. The story unfolds in Salem, a city steeped in dark history and supernatural secrets, where every street corner seems to whisper with echoes of the past. Now a spirit, Ronan gains access to abilities that shift the way the world can be explored. He can walk through walls, possess the living to peek into their thoughts or influence their behavior, and manipulate elements in the environment to uncover clues. These abilities are key in piecing together the puzzle, sneaking past spectral threats, and navigating the blurred line between the living and the dead. The investigation is more than just about Ronan. Along the way, he meets other trapped souls, some of them in need of help, others hiding secrets of their own. A central figure in the story is Joy, a teenager with the rare gift of seeing spirits. Her uneasy alliance with Ronan becomes essential as both uncover layers of a case that is far more twisted than it first appears. While it doesn't rely on fast-paced action, Murdered Soul Suspect leans into mood and mystery, focusing on uncovering the truth in a place where nothing is as it seems. Killing Floor 2. A month has passed since the first outbreak in the UK. Now continental Europe lies in tatters, communication lines severed, and military defenses reduced to rubble. In the heart of the chaos, a biotech experiment gone wrong has flooded the continent with grotesque creatures known as Zeds, spreading through cities, research facilities, and rural landscapes alike. You drop into this wreckage as part of a rogue response force, cutting through hordes of mutated horrors using everything, from homemade blades to military-grade weaponry. Each encounter throws you straight into the fire, spraying bullets in claustrophobic corridors, smashing skulls in blood-soaked fields, or welding doors shut in the faint hope of buying a few extra seconds. Occasionally, time itself slows down. Zed time kicks in, distorting the world into a gritty, cinematic freeze frame as you line up one final shot or dodge incoming claws. After each wave, you scramble to a roaming trader pod, swapping bloodied gear for better tools, grab more ammunition, and heavier protection. Combat roles are not just cosmetic, they evolve through experience, offering loadout variations and perks that sharpen your tactics. As the fight escalates, a final boss steps into the chaos. Their presence changes the rhythm entirely. Surviving that final encounter feels less like victory and more like crawling out of a firestorm with your sanity barely intact. Alan Wake is a psychological thriller wrapped in a mystery that blurs the line between fiction and reality. A best-selling writer retreats with his wife to the quiet town of Bright Falls, hoping a change of scenery will cure his creative block. But when she vanishes without warning, he's pulled into a surreal nightmare filled with living shadows and forgotten memories. Scattered manuscript pages, apparently written by him but never remembered, begin predicting the horrors that unfold. Something ancient and twisted lurks beneath Cauldron Lake, warping his words into reality and turning the townsfolk into possessed husks. Light becomes a fragile lifeline. Flashlights, flare guns, and even the streetlights are tools of your survival. As the story deepens, it's no longer just about finding Alice. It becomes a journey to uncover a force that feeds on stories themselves. Cryptic allies and a shifting, dreamlike realm known as the Dark Place all weave into a tale that constantly questions what's real. Told like a suspenseful TV series, each episode ends with another twist, another unraveling of Alan's sanity. Europe lies in ruin after the fall of Hitler, yet the war refuses to end. His twisted scheme has resurrected the dead, and what should have been peace has become a nightmare of endless battles. You step into this broken world as part of a dwindling resistance, forced to confront a tide of corpses driven by dark rituals and unrelenting hatred. The story carries you through cities swallowed by decay and occult strongholds where the remnants of the Führer's undead army claw their way back to finish what they started. Each mission uncovers pieces of the larger mystery, pulling you deeper into the desperate fight to seal away the nightmare once and for all. The struggle is not only in the story, it's in the way you fight. Every battle pushes you to adapt, weaving precision shots with intense survival as swarms close in. Beyond survival, there is a sense of progression that carries through each battle. You shape your arsenal with upgrades that transform familiar weapons into engines of destruction, while supernatural abilities surge through you in the heat of combat, giving fleeting but powerful edges against overwhelming odds. This game is perfect for fans of frantic shooting and relentless undead action. It's even better with friends, as teaming up turns the mayhem into a well-coordinated fight for survival. In Dead Island, you find yourself on the tropical island of Banoi, expecting a relaxing vacation, but instead facing a full-blown zombie apocalypse. You are one of the few survivors, and your goal is to find a way off the island while helping others and uncovering the secrets behind the outbreak. The game offers an open-world, first-person experience with a strong focus on melee combat. You wield a variety of weapons, from baseball bats and axes to knives and crowbars. Each weapon can be modified with enhancements like electrified edges, poisonous blades, or explosives. The skill system allows you to develop abilities that enhance strength and proficiency with different weapon types. The story unfolds through encounters with other survivors and the completion of quests that reveal more about the virus's origin. As you progress, you uncover a complex chain of events and interests linked to secret experiments behind the outbreak. Dead Island plunges you into a vibrant tropical world where ordinary people are suddenly caught in the midst of a devastating outbreak, forcing them to fight for survival with whatever means they can find. In the unforgiving world of Conan Exiles, you begin as a condemned exile, crucified, and left to perish under the scorching desert sun. Fate intervenes when Conan himself rescues you, setting you free to navigate the perilous exiled lands. Stripped of possessions and bearing a mysterious, serpent-shaped bracelet, your survival hinges on mastering the art of endurance. Gather essential resources like stone and wood to construct shelter, craft tools, and forge weapons. The environment teems with threats, from ferocious wildlife to hostile factions such as the Darfari cannibals and the Black Hand pirates. The exiled lands are vast and diverse, encompassing scorching deserts, dense forests, icy tundras, and volcanic regions. Each area presents unique challenges and resources, encouraging exploration and adaptation. Scattered throughout are remnants of an ancient civilization, towering ruins and cryptic inscriptions hinting at a rich, enigmatic history waiting to be uncovered. Religion plays a significant role in your journey. At character creation, you pledge allegiance to a deity such as Set, Yog, or Mitra, each granting distinct advantages and crafting recipes. Establishing and upgrading altars to your chosen god enables the crafting of unique items and abilities, adding a layer of depth to your survival strategy. In the aftermath of a devastating pandemic known as the Green Flu, a group of immune survivors pushed through the crumbling remnants of the American South. From the overrun streets of Savannah to the chaotic ruins of New Orleans, their journey cuts through swamps, fairgrounds, and deserted highways, each location soaked in tension and crawling with danger. The infected aren't just mindless hordes. Some sprint and swarm, while others bring chaos in more disturbing forms. Giants that smash through walls, creatures that leap onto your back or spit acid to control space and movement. Encounters are rarely the same, thanks to an unpredictable AI system that constantly changes enemy placements, resources, and weather conditions based on how well or how poorly you're doing. Weapons aren't limited to guns. There's real satisfaction in grabbing a frying pan or chainsaw and hacking a path through the chaos. Each skirmish is fast, brutal, and loud, with split-second decisions often deciding whether you make it to the next safe house or get dragged screaming into the dark. Different modes offer different flavors of tension. In the main campaign, you move through a chain of linked scenarios, while survival throws you into wave-based chaos just to see how long you can hold out. Then there's realism mode. No glowing outlines or hints, just you and raw instinct. Metro Exodus is the third installment in the Metro series, continuing the gripping journey of Artyom in a post-apocalyptic Russia. Following the events of Metro Last Light, the game takes place in 2035, where Artyom and his wife Anna embark on a dangerous journey to the east, leaving the decaying underground metro to explore the irradiated world above. Unlike its predecessors, Metro Exodus features vast open-world environments, offering players a blend of linear and sandbox gameplay. The story unfolds as Artyom and his companions travel on the Aurora, a steam locomotive, through diverse landscapes like snowy forests, barren deserts, and war-torn cities, while encountering hostile factions, mutated creatures, and survivors. Gameplay combines first-person shooting with stealth mechanics, as players craft resources, weapons, and ammunition to survive. The game encourages strategic play, with environmental elements such as time of day and weather affecting combat, allowing for both stealth and direct confrontation tactics. Throughout the journey, players are faced with moral choices that impact the story's progression, and their actions can shape the ending. Locked deep within a decaying bunker, you wake up alone, disoriented, and surrounded by signs of something gone terribly wrong. The silence is broken only by distant echoes and the occasional scrape of something not quite human. With the exits sealed and supplies scarce, survival becomes a desperate puzzle. Find explosives, ration fuel to keep the generator running, and avoid drawing the attention of a creature that hunts by sound. Every step inside the bunker is a gamble. The lights offer temporary safety, but the generator burns through fuel fast. A hand-cranked flashlight might light the way, but its noise can be a death sentence. Tools and weapons are out there, but so are traps, locked doors, and dead ends. Whether you're crafting makeshift solutions or taking risks to explore, every action has weight. With randomized layouts and events, each attempt brings fresh tension and uncertainty. It's not just about escaping, it's about surviving a nightmare that adapts to your every move. In Hello Neighbor, you assume the role of Nikki Roth, a curious individual who becomes intrigued by the unsettling activities of your neighbor. Observing him exhibit aggressive behavior and secure his basement door with multiple locks, you decide to investigate the mysteries concealed within his home. The game unfolds across multiple acts, each delving deeper into the enigmatic narrative. Initially, you manage to infiltrate the basement, only to be captured and confined by Mr. Peterson. After a daring escape, you return years later to confront lingering fears and uncover the full extent of your neighbor's secrets. Is a stealth-based horror experience that challenges you to clandestinely navigate Mr. Peterson's residence, solving intricate puzzles to access restricted areas. The environment is interactive, allowing the use of various objects to aid in your quest. However, caution is paramount, as Mr. Peterson employs an advanced artificial intelligence system that adapts to your tactics. Repeatedly using the same entry points or strategies results in the neighbor setting up traps, installing surveillance cameras, or altering his patrol routes to thwart your progress. The game's visual style is reminiscent of animated films, juxtaposing a vibrant suburban setting with the underlying tension of the stealth horror elements. This contrast enhances the sense of unease as you delve deeper into the narrative, uncovering themes of loss, trauma, and the consequences of unchecked curiosity. In the unsettling world of Darkwood, you awaken as a nameless figure, trapped within a mysterious, ever-expanding forest. A strange plague is turning inhabitants into grotesque creatures, and your primary goal is to escape this arboreal nightmare. The game unfolds from a top-down perspective, offering a unique vantage point that keeps you guessing what's lurking just beyond your line of sight. Your daily routine involves scavenging for supplies, fortifying your hideout, and crafting tools to aid in your survival. Darkwood doesn't rely on cheap jump scares. Instead, it builds a persistent sense of dread that seeps into your psyche. It's a game that challenges you to think, adapt, and question what's real, all while trying to keep your limbs intact. If you're up for a survival horror experience that gets under your skin and stays there, Darkwood is waiting for you. You wash ashore on an unfamiliar island where the remains of a lavish resort stand alongside abandoned laboratories and research facilities steeped in secrets. At first, it's simply about staying alive, finding food, setting up camp for the night, and figuring out how to get out of here, all while completing your main mission, to locate a missing CEO and his family. But as soon as you start finding the bodies of your comrades, and the primal screams in the night won't let you rest, you'll realize this place is clearly not what it seems at first glance. The island doesn't stay static. Seasons roll in and reshape the rules. Summer offers abundant food but makes fresh water more precious, while autumn shortens the days and forces you to prepare for dwindling resources. Winter brings snowdrifts that slow travel, lakes that freeze over, and game that becomes scarce. You won't always be alone here. A mute but dependable companion will quietly handle tasks if you jot instructions down. Exploration carries you from open coasts to suffocating cave systems, from sterile research halls to ruins that seem older than memory. Something about Sons of the Forest lingers long after you put it down. This game can frustrate and even unsettle, and yet you keep going back, not for the promise of survival alone, but to see if maybe the island will let you in on its final secret. In the labyrinthine depths of the underworld, a rebellious son dares to challenge the dominion of death itself. Zagreus, offspring of the stern ruler of the dead, seeks to break free from his shadowy heritage and ascend to the world above. His journey is fraught with peril as he confronts relentless guardians, navigates treacherous realms, and uncovers long-buried family secrets. Each escape attempt is a unique odyssey through ever-shifting chambers teeming with foes and opportunities. A diverse arsenal, ranging from a swift blade to a thunderous cannon, offers myriad ways to confront the challenges ahead. Divine gifts from the Olympian gods bestow enhancements that can synergize in surprising ways, allowing for a multitude of tactical combinations. Defeat is not the end, but a return to the House of Hades, where relationships deepen and the story unfolds further. This tale of defiance and discovery weaves together fast-paced action, evolving narratives, and a richly imagined world, inviting you to carve your own journey through the land of the dead. Hollow Knight is a 2D action-adventure game set in the expansive, interconnected world of Hallownest, a subterranean kingdom inhabited by insects and heroes. You will take on the role of the enigmatic knight, exploring diverse environments such as ancient cities, overgrown wilds, and ruined towns. The game emphasizes precise combat, platforming challenges, and exploration, allowing you to acquire new abilities and spells that facilitate deeper traversal into Hallownest's depths. Throughout the journey, you will encounter a variety of allies and adversaries, each contributing to the rich lore of the kingdom. The game is renowned for its hand-drawn art style, traditional 2D animation, and a haunting orchestral score, creating a vivid and moody atmosphere. Hollow Knight has received critical acclaim for its challenging gameplay, intricate world design, and depth of content, holding an overwhelmingly positive rating on Steam. You take the form of a lightning-fast ethereal entity, hurtling through a realm of shifting darkness and kaleidoscopic geometry. Within mere seconds, you will dash, slide, and stomp through ever-crowding foes, turning each kill into a high-stakes dance of reflex and strategy. You have only 10 seconds that steadily counts down, as every demon you kill adds precious time, but also increases the spawn rate. You need to maintain momentum to keep the tempo rising, and if you slow down, the game punishes you with shrinking chances. The visual design breaks typical shooter conventions. Even veterans of FPS games get completely consumed, attempting dozens of runs in an hour. Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous is an expansive isometric RPG developed by Owlcat Games, featuring deep character customization, a choice-driven narrative, and a rich fantasy world. Based on the Pathfinder tabletop system, the game allows you to craft your own heroes, choosing from 25 base classes and 12 races, and over 1,000 abilities. Set in a land embroiled in a war against demonic forces, you will lead a crusade to reclaim the land. Every decision affects the unfolding story as you navigate moral dilemmas and shape the world around you. The Mythic Path system is a key feature, allowing you to embody powerful archetypes like angels, demons, witches, or tricksters, each influencing abilities and interactions. Exploration is a core aspect, with challenging dungeons and diverse characters whose fates depend on your choices. Sifu is a third-person action beat-em-up game that pulls players into a gripping tale of vengeance set against the rich tapestry of Chinese culture. The narrative follows a young martial artist on a relentless quest to avenge the murder of their father, a revered kung fu master. Each of the game's 5 distinct levels is intricately designed to reflect the unique personality and traits of the main antagonists, offering environments that are both dynamic and deeply intertwined with the storyline. The core gameplay centers on unarmed combat, demanding precision, timing, and mastery of various techniques such as strikes, dodges, parries, and counters. Players can strategically utilize environmental objects, like bottles, pipes, and chairs, to gain an upper hand against adversaries. The enemies encountered are diverse and adaptive, challenging players to continually refine and adjust their fighting strategies. A standout feature of Sifu is its innovative aging mechanic. Upon each death, the protagonist is resurrected by a mystical talisman, aging incrementally with each revival. The game also boasts a comprehensive skill tree and progression system. Defeating enemies yields experience points, which can be invested in unlocking new abilities. 7 Days to Die is an open-world survival horror game that uniquely blends elements of first-person shooters, tower defense, and role-playing games. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, overrun by the undead, players must gather resources, craft tools, and build shelters to withstand relentless zombie hordes. The game features a dynamic day-night cycle, with zombies becoming more aggressive after dark, and every 7th day brings a blood moon event, unleashing a massive horde upon the player. With voxel-based destructible environments, players can shape the world as they see fit, creating intricate fortifications or exploring vast procedurally generated landscapes. The game offers both single-player and multiplayer modes, encouraging cooperative or competitive play. Its deep crafting system, challenging survival elements, and open-ended sandbox gameplay have defined the survival genre, offering an involving experience for players seeking a complex and unforgiving world to conquer. In 1914, Scare Island is under the sinister rule of Elizabeth Williams, who broadcasts a deadly siren song threatening global catastrophe. You awaken with no memory, teaming up with her daughter Arianwen to put an end to the madness and silence the cursed melody. Sker Ritual is a round-based first-person shooter where each wave brings tougher, more aggressive enemies. Whether tackling the threat alone or with others, the intensity scales to match. Enemies range from hordes of the Twisted Quiet Ones to new elite foes with dangerous, unique abilities. Combat revolves around steampunk-style weapons, upgrade stations, and random weapon draws from twisted booths. Slain enemies may drop miracles, abilities tied to ancient Celtic gods that boost your skills. The most powerful miracle is your ultimate, a chargeable ability that can flip the tide. You can customize your appearance with masks drawn from horror, sci-fi, and folklore, change voice lines, and set your own atmospheric backdrops. It's a brutal, fast-paced survival challenge with a dark, mythological twist. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. If you'd like to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.